Welcome to Kickstarter Radio 102.4, and I'm your host, Lipstickpaddy, and today we're looking at Erune. Yeah, another dungeon crawler with a huge twist. Let's go to the intro. There's a dungeon, keeping most hardened adventurers away. Not because it's haunted by a spirit. Not because it's full of monsters. Not because it's March on Kickstarter. Well, maybe. But because you need a phone. Now, the reason we're looking at Arun is because it is doing a lot of new things different, and it seriously is an exciting project. There is a lot to look at here. So we're going to go to the Kickstarter right after this. The next social stretch goal on KiS 102.4 is the 250 subscriber. Subscribe today and unlock new music that will change the music in all the videos in the future. You could be part of the evolution. Look at Arun. Yep, this has been completely inspired by HeroQuest. Yep, and it is a perfect gateway dungeon crawler. Perfect. I'm going to say that right at the bat. This is going to be great. This is going to be my son's first dungeon crawler before he enters into another big monster. I'm not throwing him into Gloomhaven or Madara. No, it'll blow his mind. Yeah, this can definitely be played at a younger age. We'll say that much. All right, so let's look at this furniture that's going to be in the game. Oh man, it's going to be great. Custom dice. Oh, look at the size of the player areas. This guy here, the mage, look at all his spells. Oh, this is so much bigger than HeroQuest. Look at the size of this. And you've got the one versus many here, the Dungeon Master. We'll talk about this role as we get it out, but they have completely innovated on the Dungeon Master, which is going to be extremely exciting to discover what it is. It's totally off the charts. Now, there's a couple of things that I would like to get sorted before the end of this. And one is a minimum pledge. We just survived February. March is going to be killer too. Where's the $1 pledge? There's no $1 pledge mentioned in the FAQ or the comments. This definitely needs to be addressed because they are going to have late pledges, yes, but when you're a late pledger, you don't get any of the updates. You can't join in to the community or anything. So that needs to be fixed, please. I want to know if I put in one here. I don't know how much you want as a minimum. €5? I don't know how much you want for your minimum for me to come in. But just set one here. It's fine. It's totally fine. If there's ever a year on Kickstarter, you need to spread your money across each month. 2020 is it. But look how epic it looks. You'll see the phone here on the table here. I don't even have a phone, but you know what? I just use my wife's phone if I need one in a game. Simple as that. Now they have said that they will be releasing this app out there in the future, open source, so you can voice your own. You can create your own adventures, voice your own stories in there and NPCs. You can voice it all yourself, coming soon in the future. I hope this comes on Steam Workshop. Then it'll be really guarantee its evergreen activity on Steam. This is Steam on the PC. That will completely be great. I can then just hook my computer up to my TV or laptop to TV and do it that way, so everybody sees what's going on the phone instead of just that one phone. But we'll see. So yes, please, the app on Steam, link with Steam Workshop, please. That'd be fabulous. All right. So the phone. We have to go to the phone. It's the second thing after the picture. The wow picture coming in. Now, so this is the haunting, the spirit of the dungeon. And it will make the dungeon completely random. So if you play this same opening scenario, it could be the opening, I don't think it is. If you play the same, I don't think they're going to throw you in the opening scenario with all these spells. All right. If, I'm getting too excited here. If you play the same dungeon twice, all of the gear you find will be randomized by the Dungeon Master. Yes. Not the Dungeon Master. By the spirit of Erune. It's this ghost that's giving you all the loot. Yes. Everything you do in it will be randomized by Arun. There is going to be some NPCs within the quest, though. That won't be random. So, as far as the story goes, that will be the same. The main campaign pledge here, €90, $100. It has 8 quests, and they're pretty long quests. They're like 2.5 hours. Yeah, you're going to be strapped in on a Sunday afternoon with this beast. Sounds great. The app does play music also, and the NPCs that you talk to are voiced. And it also has the rules in here. You can ask what the rule is to the phone. It gives you that. And it's doing quite a lot of stuff. It's just locked to stretch goal to actually hold all your inventories and things like that, because what you do in one dungeon affects the next part of the quest, and the phone will track all that as well. Now there's this 140 pledge here, and it's only €50 more, but it has the same 8 quests extra. So it's like 100% extra quests at a little more price. It's so recommended. And this furniture you see here, and I do appreciate that this picture is the great heroic pledge. If you buy the adventure pledge, all this furniture goes to little tokens. We're seeing tokens here on the map here. These tokens are getting unlocked in the stretch goal to be furniturized, if that is a word. And so yeah, if you want all the furniture plus another, I think it's around 20 hours of quests, you need this extra box, and you need it, in my opinion, for the character development, because, like I may have said, this is Hero Quest on steroids. Yeah, let's go down. We're spending too much time at the top. Go down. You're going to see this throughout the page. Non-contractual text and visuals. Just put work in progress. WIP is enough. This is too much language. Now you start off with a basic hero. Basic archetypes. Wizard, love it. And you might think, oh, it's boring. Yes, in the base. When you go to the legendary, if your hero collects, or not collects, but levels up in 3 unique ways, there is prestige classes. Oh, this is going D&D. So this is like, you start off with the basic archetypes, And you don't realize, certainly who you're bringing into this genre, they don't realize the rabbit hole that is coming for them. And it is beautifully constructed. All right. Now all these things that are in the app, like weapons and armor that you're making, that is all in the app. There's no cards to show that you've got this stuff. This is to keep it super secret. This is to keep it so you can create it. You say you can create your own storyline and put in your own super armor, because these sheets here, I don't know if you can see it here, but somebody has written pen on these pieces of character boards here. They're writing down what they're doing. Now the app does say it is going to carry this for you over, but I don't know. Using a pen, it gets worse. It's a pencil. You can just see here in the picture a pencil. So you're actually going to be writing in here. It is almost bridging an RPG. Totally bridging over and pulling things from the RPG genre. So we've got lots of interesting nods to these, to the past. Now, this dungeon master, who has all the interesting tools, we'll come to him near the end. He's such an interesting role, so we'll just ignore it. And this tiny section for the dungeon master could definitely be fleshed out. There's a beautiful update, text only, explaining why this role is second to none in the industry. This dungeon master role is stunning and totally has me excited to want to play it. Now hopefully this game does blow up. It's certainly bubbling. It's not boiling, but it's starting to simmer. And I really want all of the app to go where actors are actually doing it, because they have like an AI talking. This is a health potion. Like, it sounds horrible. That immersion quality is terrible. You need to get them ironed out completely. I don't know, stretch goal it down. Let's hope it explodes and they have enough money where they can just get a full fleet of actors to get rid of the AI speech. Does anyone love that AI speech? Are you kidding me? Oh, look at the minis! And they're big as well, like 45 millimeters. Look at the bases. They look fantastic. Look at the archery, just knocking one out here, getting ready for another one. What's the wizard doing here with a hand out like that? Pulling someone towards them so they fall into a trap. What's the guardian doing here? He's pulling his axe. What is it? Hammer? Pulling his hammer back for a big swing. A roundhouse swing. He's surrounded by skeletons. And this warrior, absolute, just charging in, mega exciting. I love this artwork. How this little blue line feeds you down the page. Yeah, this page is very stylish. I really do love it. So character sheets, 15 character sheets. Are these like roll and write pieces of paper? Please don't say that. I don't know, dry erase board, make them bigger. I don't know. I still have odd feelings about writing down stuff, but you know, if I'm going to play Dungeon Master role, I don't mind bringing somebody in that way, I guess. You know, the good stuff, the cards of armor and weapons, that's all to come in this hobby of dungeon crawling. Alright, so you've got your basic hero cards here. They have their own, of course, special abilities. They have their own skill cards. And they have their own spell cards. Look at all those wizard spells. There's also some archer spells, which is good to see. So potentially fire arrows, ice arrows, poison arrows. I don't know what could be in here. Tar. That could be an interesting spell. Got some tar down on the floor. Dungeon Master has lots of skill cards, monster cards, and curse cards. In fact, I'll speak a little bit here about the Dungeon Master. The Dungeon Master himself can level up, and it's quite interesting how he can do that. If the heroes get poisoned or cursed or even killed in the Dungeon Master can help them. Yeah, I'll heal you. I will take that curse from you. I will resurrect you. And you think, why would the Dungeon Master want to do that? Well, the Dungeon Master gives the character a dark energy pact. Yes. And it's these energy packs that feed into the Dungeon Master's experience pool. So the Dungeon Master is going to level up by really helping you along the way. It's like it's holding your hand deliberately so it can become an epic Dungeon Master later on in the campaign. It's like you're secretly feeding yourself to be really strong. There's a lot more going on with the Dungeon Master. Like I said, we'll come to this in depth when we get to the update. Now, the minis, the goblins are going down to around 32. There's a couple of bigger ones that are going up around 46, 48. I don't know why they've got them in inches. This game has been made in France. You use inches in France. You make, what are you talking about? The French invented the meter, and you've got inches on here. And what dungeon crawler is putting their minis in inches? Millimeters, please. The dungeon crawlers adopted the French system. Alright, the minis do look cool though. You can see the bases are all designed really good. Looks, you know, doesn't look like carbon. It doesn't look like the super unique, but you know, this is an entry. This is all that stuff's to come in the genre for whoever you're bringing in. Look at these gargoyles. You're telling me someone did a statue like that? Who's in these dungeons? Yeah, these orcs, these are the bigger ones. Hang on, heroes are 45, and these are bigger. They could be 58. They've put this information inside the comments here. They've not put it in the FAQ. Just please get rid of this inch stuff. I mean, who does inches other than the Americans? Yep, custom dice, and they look great. There's even a wooden one. Looks like a wooden dice. What's that doing in there? Now, all these tiles it has unlocked for them to be double-sided, which is very cool. So, more content. In fact, the stretch goals are really, really cool to see. Again, there's stuff like doors and chests, cabinets and tables. This is just in the standard pledge. And they've said that the stretch goal, the pledge manager, will extend. It will open in a few months, and it will be open for months later. This game is a year away, 2021. April, I think. It's a long way off. Now these tokens, look at them. Can we not make these more sexy? You know, acrylic tokens would be appreciated. As an add-on, maybe. I would definitely pay extra for an add-on. So these are the quests, and it is a continuous story, and stuff that you do in Quest 1 may affect Quest 2, Quest 3. The app will remember everything that you've done. Yes, Immersion. Just have the sound effects of the different areas of the dungeon, and you know, the NPCs talking to you, a bit like what Mansions of Madness 2nd edition doesn't do. The NPCs do not speak to you. They text it to you on the screen. I think that's what happens. I've not played Mansions of Madness 2nd edition for over a year. I'm sorry, Kickstarter games have just blown me out the water. Bye bye retail. It'll get picked up again. Anyhow. So what's in the heroic pledge? Everything that you want is in this pledge. That's it. Look at this. Oh. Prestige classes. Oh, are you kidding me? Look, your mage can become an arcanist or an occultist. Yeah. The archer can become an archer magnus or a sharp shooter. This is super cool. This reminds me of Neverwinter Nights on the PC. Neverwinter Nights 2. Oh man, I used to be in character creation for hours in that game. More cards, more skill cards for your archetypes. That come in this expansion. More spells. So just giving you more of what you're going to be using. It is a true expansion. More stuff for the Dungeon Master and a lot more minis. Look at these evil dogs. What kind of dog is that? So we've got these interesting open and closed doors. I do like that. Tables, cabinets, chests. More has been unlocked. And for example, when you come up to the cabinet or the chest, you'll talk to the app and it will tell you what's inside. You get 8 more quests here, so it's doubling your quest content. And it has an extra rule book which covers the prestige classes and things like that. Alright, look at this. You could have put this as a giant picture instead of this. Look at this, just like an update page. Right, so this is like an introduction. Briefly talk about this. I think this could be the very first one that you do. But you'll see here that the Dungeon Master has objectives, and his primary objective is to inflict damage, 1 health, HP damage to each hero. So you are objectively here trying not to bully down one character. It's trying to give you way more experience if you dish it out around the heroes. You get good secondary objectives. I don't like the fact that the primary objective gives you the same experience as to kill a hero, because you still be bullying them down. Just make one of them bigger or smaller. Make a pact with a hero. Well, if you kill a hero, you're going to make a pact with them. So that's 15 XP, and that's more XP than your primary objective. So there we go. So, yeah, the Dungeon Master does have goals themselves to carry out. And in this one, your heroes are starting off in a cave. You are a small group of adventurers and you wake up in a cave. You don't know how you got here, but you remember being ambushed as you walked through the Kilhomanic forest. This is so small, this text. I don't know, can you not put a higher resolution image in here? I mean, this is small to read. This could be the opening quest. Beware, the spirit of Arun can reveal secret rooms that are not on the quest sheet. It could be adding challenges that are even harder to overcome. You mean the spirit of Arun is trying to kill you as well? The phone is trying to kill you? Or a treasure room, maybe. So, yeah, so yeah, it's going to be cool. It's going to be very, very cool what this the spirit does. I keep wanting to call it the ghost in the phone. Yes, you can kind of see here what you're looking at. This is just the writing bit. I mean, you have got your skill cards to the right and all that. You can see at the top, and any magic you've got. Amazing looking dice. It looks like each has their own dice set depending on your class. The little purple one there for the mage. And yeah, you do have mana and stamina and health. Please get an upgrade for these cardboard tokens. Please. Yeah, you can see the play card here that you're writing is busy. Around your play sheet is busy, and it's going to get bigger as you get more skills. Your character gets more experience, and I think you're mainly going to be looking at the board. Stuff going on the board. So yeah, you're going to be able to fire off some spells, low on mana, drink some potions, fire off some spells again. Is it going to be lock and load? We've not seen a gameplay video per se. It's coming this week. In fact, if you're watching this video from the Saturday show this week on, it probably is already live. If you're watching this on the day it gets released, not yet. But it is coming in between now and Saturday. So there is that to look forward to. Showing off some of the skill cards here. Fairly simple cards, color coded, and really not too much. There's been, they're not really trying to push the boat out with the art on the cards and stuff. They're trying to just keep it as simple as they can. Now, this could be absolutely incredible in that, but I think that the role here is to try and make it a gateway dungeon crawler. And I've totally got room on my shelf for one of those. Alright, red cards is offensive, blue cards defensive, green cards tactical, group combat, ochre cards, orange cards, lightning offensive actions. And then there's turquoise cards. Where are they? They improve magical abilities. Dungeon Master has cards as well. Traps, curses, bad luck, all sorts of good stuff. And there's grey cards. So, ooh, I love decks around. Oh, what's that? I love decks around the table. Decks of randomness. I'm a big fan of Talisman. Yeah, so here are the advanced classes, what I call prestige classes. The Artificer, expert in traps and powder weapons. I love it. When the enemy gets too close, his trusty axe finishes the job. I would have preferred if he had an elephant gun with a range, I don't know, a super shotgun, super close range. That, I don't know, maybe it is there. This game is totally a year off. You can definitely edge your ideas in the comments here. Still fairly low, the comments. Certainly if you have a $1 pledge. I'm coming in here telling you what weapons I want to see. Yes, so the Archer Magus, the perfect symbiosis. Hang on. Between magic and archery. Arcane. Yeah, that sounds good. It's like an arcane mage. Arcane archer. There we go. Oh, and he can regenerate his mana. Oh. I wonder if the mage could go this. I don't think so. The occultist. Her powers allow her to turn certain interactions with the Dungeon Master to her advantage. Ooh, this is very advanced class. Wider range of spells for the Arcanist. Ooh, yeah. Berserker, heavy damage to several enemies at once. Yep. The Meat Grinder. However, her blows can sometimes reach her allies. Ooh. So no friendly fire here. Ooh, I like it. And of course there is death. And resurrection from the DM. All good. The Pendragon. She promotes teamwork by generating bonuses for her allies. Ooh. So this is great. They've got auras around the heroes. It's got a lot of interesting mechanics. This isn't just simple. It's got meat on the bone. And remember, this is coming in the expanded pack. You're going to have played potentially 8 quests before you become prestige with your class. Look at this big dude. The troll miniature from the Heroic Pledge is only Kickstarter. Wow. Now, these super cool stretch goals. All content. More skill cards, more quest. Save on the phone. Save your talents, your spells, your levels. Okay. Double-sided tiles, we love it. A dice bag. Okay. Rules on the phone for the app. So can you not just ask the Dungeon Master? The Dungeon Master is the person who knows everything that's going on, surely. He knows what's happening. And it doesn't look like there is a rule book here, so maybe it is a rule book less. I don't know. Yeah, there is going to be one. Why is it not on here? It'd be nice to have a look at it. You see here the new furniture, it's going from wood tokens to the actual thing, and this is an object you can search in the dungeons. Look at these goblins here on the... can't surely be calling them dogs again. Goblin Rider. Ooh, pencils. Not much of a stretch. 3K, but you got some pencils. Some Erune pencils to get you in the, I don't know, immerse you with a pencil. More heroic classes. Look at this. Assassin, a druid. Can you turn into an animal? This is looking great. This is totally cool, especially when it's got high replayability. You know, potentially it's a random loot. Could be one of the reasons to keep going through it. Could be addictive. Oh, look at this. Storage for your cards. A deck box to store the skill cards. And it has been confirmed that it is going to be big enough to sleeve your cards. Happy days. And you can see here that the stretch goal, not unlocked yet, is to, I don't know why it says, will now be dubbed by real actors. Just say, all quest intros will be done by actors. We know what that means. We don't need to see dubbed by it. Please, everything needs to go dubbed, if you want to call it this. Everything. We don't want the AI voice, please. Minis are assembled. Yeah. Now, there's no social stretch goal, you know. Like us on Facebook, share us on Facebook, become a fan on BGG. Need to push the word out on this game. It's totally stunning. In this video, we're going to see you talking to the app. This is in English. He's writing it in. Look at it. Yeah, this is certainly stands it out from the crowd. You're writing down what you picked up. A short sword +2 on your dice roll. I don't know what DC means. DC. Okay. And he's got a shield there which gives him DC, defensive something. We need the rule book if you've got your own terminology. And yeah, so this is potentially what you're going to be doing, is writing in your book. If the Dungeon Master levels up himself, herself, do they get their own page? Is this a question? What's the Dungeon Master's book look like? I mean, does it look like a roll and write piece of paper? I don't know. I still have mixed feelings about writing down on a piece of paper. I think we've been spoiled by, you know, the big boxes out there. Anyway, you know, you need to allow it that, of course. Now, shipping is fairly expensive. I have contacted them for Mexico, and this 50 to 60 here is going to be a hit to the stomach if it is that. We should be down here at the Canada range, please. Please, please, please. And it's not unusual, Erune devs, to have more than one shipping carrier. If you look at Lucky Duck, they've Chronicles of Crime, they have 6 different carriers with their shipping, and look at the cost of the shipping with that company. Fantastic. So just look at what your competitors are doing with shipping. They don't just have one partner. So yeah, mix it out. Let's bring this shipping down. And certainly the fans in South America would appreciate that too. Alright, we're going back up to the top. So there it is, Erune, I love you! Oh, cannot wait! This is gonna have my first dungeon crawl experience written all over it for my son. He'll be 2 years old next week. Still some time. He'll be 3 when it delivers in April 2021. Alright, but mega cool. Plays up to 4. +1. You've got the 1 versus many. I don't know what it's going to be like rolling 2 characters here if it's 2 versus 1. That's fairly interesting. The actual, it looks fairly complex, doesn't it? 1 character sheet to be rolling 2. I don't know. I think the app anyway asks how many of you are in it anyway, so you don't necessarily have to increase your complexity by playing 2. Although if you're playing 2, it says 30 minutes per player, so the quest book, you're going to be going through it much quicker. But again, there's that replayability of finding more stuff, and you know, if you go through here with a warrior, you might want to come through here with a mage and see how it plays differently. So lots of good stuff, lots of amazing things to look at. Pledge I recommend is the big 140. Oh man, what is it with Kickstarter? Just because of the bargain. Look, €50 and you're getting all the furniture, all the advanced classes, and a quest book. This, you know, 100% more quests in the book. So, yeah. Pledge Manager is going to be open for longer, and they've said the prices in the Pledge Manager are going to be the same as the Kickstarter. So, I don't want to be coming here with a late pledge. I want to come in here and be able to talk in the comments. Oh yeah, not that one. I want this one. They did have an early bird, €10 less, but that's all gone. So please, Arun, get in to the update, get some social stretch goals going. Share it on Facebook, like it on Facebook, join us on Facebook, BGG, tweet, get tweeting. Whatever the big social goals are, get it. Call to action, your backers. This should be much bigger, guys. You've got a super exciting project here. And it certainly stands on its own for that gateway class. It's fabulous. All right, guys, that is Erune. Amazing Kickstarter. My first Kickstarter. My first dungeon crawler. Erune, with an app that has a spirit inside. Oh, I'm going, and I'm not even talked about the Dungeon Master. Hold the phone. We're going to the update page. Now, this is update 12, and it says a quick look at the Dungeon Master. Are we going to have a deep dive look at the Dungeon Master? Definitely want to see what the player sheet looks like for the DM. Yeah, it controls the monsters. Yeah, monsters have natural abilities, and they gain levels. The monsters themselves gain levels. They have talents, and they get more talents, making it more dangerous. It also has dungeon talents. You can improve the dungeon you're going through. Adding traps, monsters, it says black magic sides. What is that? Can cast curses on adventurers. Ooh. Again, you're going to be feeding from your adventurer's bad luck to level you up. Here we are. Black pacts you can make with heroes. Remove a curse, resurrect a player, offer him a little mana or some health points. But all this has a price. Yeah, the Dungeon Master will be able to use the stamina he's pulling from you. Be able to use it to use even more talent. So potentially some of the really strong spells he cannot cast until he's got dark energy from you. Alright, so super cool. Super cool stuff. The Dungeon Master. We want to see more about this. This would be really cool. I want to see what the cards look like, the skills look like, the different traps look like. Oh! Certainly more to tell here. Alright, thank you so much. If you've stuck to the end of this video, you rock. And you'll get all the updates from Erune and all other games on my channel on the Saturday show this week on. So look out for that. This is Kickstarter Radio 102.4. I'm Lipstickpaddy. You take care, stay safe, and bye-bye for now.